Hello again in this lecture from the FortiADC Load Balancer course. This is a basic topology in which we will be practicing our Forti Load Balancer technologies and configuration. It is as simple as two web servers, one switch and one FortiADC and Fortigate with external user for testing, and this is our management subnet which is connected to my PC here, my Windows server, so I can manage these applications or these products FortiADC and FortiGateway to start doing that configuration. As I showed you last time in the last video, how you can install Peanut Lab and pull whatever images you want and fix all your packet capture launchers, VNC, PuTTY launchers, everything in the first video, how you can make your own network lab. Today I just want to start with you by start configuring this instance like web server and the switch and FortiADC basic configuration to start practicing our lab. Okay, it's as easy as you will go here in Peanut Lab and you will search I share to search, let's say 40, and here after you search you will find all the Fortinet product. This is available in iShare. Here this is the FortiADC which we are working on, 321, this one, and you can also download this Fortigate version 7, this one or this one. It's as easy. I share poll chemo and you put the chemo number and it will be downloaded and available for you to use. Now this is the ones I used here in the node. If I click edit, this is the Linux Ubuntu. If you just put as well here iShare-Linux, you will find a lot of Linux. This is the one I'm using, Linux Ubuntu server web minimum here. This one, you will just as well pull this QEMU image and you will find it in your node list. No, okay. This is the servers. This is the switch I'm using. So you can also pull it. Linux L2, Adventerprise, SS High Iron. This is the one. And this is the window machine I am using as well for testing, Win10x64 Lite. You can put all of this in your node list and just simply as I share all QEMU and you put the image and you will find it in your node list, so it is ready for you to use. And then you will start by connecting. This is my management subnet, so I can manage this FortiADC and FortiGate as well from my Windows server from this machine here, so I can access this Bennett Lab environment. Okay, let's start that configuration. First of all, I'd like to configure the switch to provide connectivity between these two web servers and FortiADC port 2. This will be our real server, or if you don't understand what is real server pool, what is virtual subnet, what is the external subnet, don't worry. I will show you step by step what each of these naming conventions are. What does it mean virtual subnet? What does it mean real server? And what is it used for? Don't worry, I just want to prepare the lab with you so you can work with me during the course. And instead of just going through a pre-configured lab, I just wanted to configure the lab step by step with you. It will be much beneficial for you and much easier. And trust me, here it is better. It's better for you to make your own lab as you will need it in the future. It's not just you are working and find your way around the GUI. You will need your lab in case in the future, if even in the future, if you want to have your own testing scenarios, want to play around with the products, it's all up to you. So it is beneficial to have your own lab. Okay, let's go back here. First of all, I will start with the switch. This is our switch. I hope you can see it. Can you see it? Let's make it bigger. Let me just zoom as well. Okay. This will be the switch configuration. I will say enable, then configure terminal VLAN 10. Let's I give it name web servers VLAN. Okay, this will be this VLAN here. This is web server 1 and web server 2, and FortiADC port 2 will be in VLAN 10, so I could provide connectivity between these two web servers and FortiADC. Okay, let's go back to the configuration one more time. So here I will configure interface exit, interface range. I will say Ethernet 0/0 to 0/2. I say switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 10, training 3 port fast, and let's give each one a description. Exit, let's say interface Ethernet 0/1. Description will be web server 1, and interface Ethernet 0/2. Description will be web server 2, and interface 0/0. I will give it description FortiADC port 2. Okay, then exit, write memory in case. Okay, this is the basic configuration you need here on the switch. I configured Ethernet 0/1, 0/2, 0/0 in VLAN 10, and I give description for Ethernet 0/1 and Ethernet 0/2, this web server 1, web server 2, and FortiADC port 2. And I write the memory in case I wanted to restart the switch or something. Now I will make the Linux configuration here. Here also I will zoom in. I hope it is clear. You can see. Or should I zoom a little? Let me zoom a little. So it here. Close it. Open again. This one here. The default will be root. Password root. Root. Okay. And let's start configuring this web server with the IPs, which will be 10.10, 10.0.1.101 for web server 1, and 10.0.1.102 for web server 2. Okay, so first of all, let's get /etc/network/interfaces. Now it is defined as static. Let's do the same here. Let's define this one. Instead of DHCP, let's give it a static IP. Press I to insert. This will be static, and the address will be 10.0.1.101, and the net mask will be 255.255.255.0. Exit, right and quit. And let's also change the name. Let's get /etc slash host name Ubuntu. Let's change it to web server 1 vi. This one here will be web server 1. Save and quit. Let's give it a reboot. Until it reboot, I will do the configuration for web server 2. Same. Here it will be root. Sorry, root. What's your problem? Root. Okay. So same configuration, vi slash etc slash network slash interfaces. And instead of DHCP, I will make it static address 10.0.1.102. Net mask will be 255.255.255.0 without gateway, and vi slash etc slash host name. And instead of Ubuntu, I will make it web server 2. Okay, and I will make reboot. Let's see now what is happening. It is rebooting. Let's see if this one, this web server 1, now it become root. Oh, yeah, sorry. Let's log in. Root. Okay, if I say IP dash 3A. Is much clearer now. Let's go to web server 2 as well. I say root. Is there connectivity? Ping 10.0.1.102 reachable. 101 reachable as well. Here. So now I provided connectivity between these two web servers. I want also to make connection here on this FortiADC. Let's start by making the basic configuration for FortiADC. If you are going to start here, Forti Load Balancer, this is the start if you are going to use VM. If you have the physical product, you will connect you will connect it to the management port, and I believe the static the default IP is 192.168.1.99, and you will just make your browser, make your PC or laptop from the same range 192.168.1.1. You will go here. Sorry. Cancel. You will go here and open network and sharing center. You will go to Ethernet 0/0 properties. You will go to IP version 4, and you will give IP in the same range of 192.168.1.5 255.255.255.0, and you will connect your Ethernet cable from your PC to the management port on FortiADC, and you will have web access to it. Then you can change the IP and do whatever you want. If you are using like VM like me here, you will just add admin and new password. I will make it admin as well, and this is admin. Okay, I say configure system interface. Then my management is on port 1. Edit port 1. I'll set mode static and set IP. I will give it 192.168.1.1. 78.50/24 and set allow access HTTP SHTTP telnet why not SSH and ping. Then I will say next, and I will say here config router static, edit show. There is no static router config. I'll say edit 1. Then I'll set device, set destination 0.0.0.0/0, set gateway 192.168.78.1. Okay, and I will say next, end, and let's try to ping it from here. If I came here and show system interface 192.168.78.50, ping 192.168.78.50 is reachable, and I believe I can open it from here as well. HTTP 192.168.78.50. No, don't be kidding me. Okay, this is another one I was playing around. Let's change the IP here. Instead of 50, config system interface, edit port 1, set IP 192.168.78.70/24. Then next, and let's try to execute Bing 168.78.10, replying. If here I came in instead of 50, let's try to go to 70. HTTP 192.168.78.70. Now it opens my FortiADC, and I will log in as admin, and login. Here I will show you configuration step by step, but for now I just want to show you the connectivity, the network connectivity. Here if I go network interface, let's go back to our topology, not this one. Yeah, let's close this one. Our topology is port 2 have 10.0.1.10. I will configure this port. I will edit here 10.0.1.10/24, and I will enable the ping and save it. Can I ping this one? If I say execute ping 10.0.1.101, now there is connectivity 102. Also there is connectivity between the backend real servers, and here port 3 192.168.100.10. Let's configure it as well. Port 3 is 192.168.100.10/24. I will save it. Let's allow ping as well. Allow ping, save. Okay, and let's configure also our Fortigate. Configure it. Same steps. I'm not sure if you can see it or no. Here, let's see. Yes. Also admin. New password is admin. Config system interface. Edit port 1. Set mode static. set IP 192. No. 192.168.78. Let's give it 80/24. Set allow access HTTPS HTTP ping telnet not SSH. Then next end, and I will say config router static edit 1. Set device, I will say port 1, and set destination 0.0.0.0/0. Set not distance, destination 0.0.0.0/0. Then next. Be careful, you have to write next, not the end. You have to write next for this configuration to be saved. Then next end. Let's execute ping 192.168.78.10, and I believe I can open it from here as well. Let me here http 192.168.78.80. I give it 80, right? Which IP I give it to it? 2. Yes, here 80. Okay. Admin later never. Okay. Let us do the network configuration. Here port 3 192.168.100.20. This one. Let's go network interfaces port 3. Well, mode static 192.168.100.20/24. Let's just be sure 100.20, and I will allow ping as well, and I will say okay. Can I ping the FortiADC? Execute ping 192.168.100.10 is reachable from FortiADC. Can I ping the Fortigate? Execute ping 192.168.100.20. Okay, now it is reachable. Let's have the final configuration here. Port 2, between these two external interfaces, port 2, 200.200.200.1. Okay, here 200.200.200.1/24, and I will say okay. And let's configure this. This is the external desktop. I hope it is clear. Is it clear or no? You will go here on interfaces, open network and sharing center. Let's go to Ethernet properties. Give it IP static 200.200. Why is not typing? 200.200.200.10. Mask will be 255. Default gateway will be 200.200.200.1. Okay, and I will say okay. Okay, close. Now can I ping the FortiGate? Yes. Let's see if I can ping the FortiGate. Ping 200.200.200.1. Didn't I allow the ping on this one? I did not. Let's allow the ping. Okay. Here. Now it is reachable. Can I ping it from the FortiGate? Execute ping 200 dot, sorry, 200.200.200.10. It's not pinging. IP config. Maybe it is something in the Windows Defender. Defender firewall. Windows Advanced setting. Let's see if we can allow it. Here, impound rules. And we will go down to file sharing. Yeah, ICMP echo. This one enables this rule. Enables this rule. Okay. Let's see if we can still not ping it. Now it is replying. So what we did in this video, we just make the basic configuration for network connectivity between this device, so we can start our own course and start playing around with FortiADC and see its features and capabilities. All we did is we enabled network connectivity between web server 1, web server 2 and FortiADC, the connectivity between FortiGate and FortiADC, the connectivity between the external user and our FortiGate as well, and our management subnet where we can access this device and start configuring it. I hope this video is easy and you can follow it. Please don't move forward without seeing these two videos: how to set up your own network lab and how you can set up your own playing environment or this topology, because you will not be able to walk with me to go through the lab. And just, I don't want you to just see the course as you are seeing a Netflix or something. You need to be you need to focus and go step by step and check your configuration and start having scenarios in your head. And it, I want you just build the lab first before doing anything. You have to build your own lab for testing. Please do it before moving forward. Just see the previous two videos, how you can set up your own network lab and how you can make your own load balancing lab. Okay, I hope this video is easy and you can go follow through, and when you are done you can see the next of the course. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.